Kathy Lee and Hoda, I was thinking this morning about how my life has changed since I've met you both of you. And
how has it?
It has changed in great ways. I'm going to tell a story about each of you.
Uh-oh.
Kathy Lee, I'm going to start with Hoda.
Okay, all right.
After Hurricane Sandy 3 years ago, Superstorm Sandy, our friend Rosanna Scotto and I were going to take a truck out to Staten Island to go see the devastation. We wanted to see what everyone was talking about.
You went to help, as I remember.
And then we wanted to help. We wanted to see, we went on a fact-finding mission to figure out how we could help. And Rosanna says, Hoda wants to come with us. Is that cool? Absolutely. We got on the ground on Staten Island and the devastation everywhere. Families in front of their houses crying because they had lost members of their families in those homes. And Hoda, gone. She went by herself, house to house. We just lost her. She had no interest in us slowing her down. She wanted to talk to these people and hear their stories. And I saw her a block down the street hugging people.
Yeah.
They were crying when they saw her.
That's my Hody.
And you know what? We really bonded that day. I really fell in love with Hoda that day. Kathy Lee.
Yeah, by comparison, that was 3 years ago.
Give the story.
Well, I just have to say where I was, Hoda. It makes me sound like I could have cared less.
No, you didn't care.
Please feel free
I was sitting in my mansion by the sea eating bonbons is what I was doing. You know me, I care about no one but myself. No. That's when my Broadway show was about to happen. And I felt, you have to be there. You have to be there, and yet you feel terrible. So what we ended up doing, we only stayed open a few weeks, but we brought people in who had lost everything.
Yeah.
During the storm, and at least we could give them a couple of hours of entertainment. And so we did that through the Dream Center here in New York City. So we all tried to do our thing, but just leaving me there like that, Hoda, wow.
No, I thought he was going on to story two, which I'm sure is equally as amazing.
Well, this was a little more of kind of a private story. Maybe I feel weird and hesitate a little telling stories like this. Long time ago when I first met you, Kathy Lee, you came into our studios, and I was overweight then and whatever, and I was just having a sweaty day. You probably don't even remember this. And I was being very self-defecating. That's not the word. I just crap all over myself.
Who else do you do it with?
I was always very self-deprecating when it came to how I felt about how I looked, whatever. You came up to me and you whispered in my ear, you said, "You're the sweetest person, and I just want to let you know, you need to let yourself off the hook. You need to love yourself because you are a good guy." And you walked out of the room, and without even knowing it and remembering it, you totally changed my life that day. I'm like,
God.
This woman who is here to promote something she's doing, so obviously she's here for her and her only. Actually,
that's typical me.
Reversed it, and Kathy Lee whispered that into my ear, and it was a private little session for me. That's why I've always had a love for Kathy Lee.
Can I tell you something about Kathy real quick? She does what you felt. I see her do it all the time on the show, and one of the most, after, I'm just going to bring this up for one quick second, but after Frank passed away and Kath showed up to work, I think the simple act of showing up changed a lot of people's lives. I have a dear friend who's going through some difficult times, and she was at work. I said, "Why are you at work?" I said, "Why aren't you home? You need to be home." And she said, "No." She said, "If Kathy Lee can show up for work, I can show up for work."
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like that.
Your hour on the Today Show, this is no secret. It's the biggest hour on the Today Show. I don't care. They're not going to fire me for saying that. It's the show.
No, you're right.
It's the show that it's the part of the show that has the most heart, and it really is a truly unique part of the show. Yeah. But Kathy Lee and Hoda, you guys have turned that into something that is. I'm so happy to be able to come to visit you guys. And so I wake up in the morning. The mornings I have to put on clothes to get like a jacket to go to the Today Show when I can't just dress like this.
You could dress like this.
Actually, I think you should dress like this next time.
Thank you. I'm so thankful to be able to be included in your warm, loving family every time I go in.
Yeah, you are part of it.
Well, you can't talk about most of the stuff we talk about.
I know.
And this is one thing I have learned about the difference between this show and doing a TV show.
Wow.
We can get away with so much, and we don't have to adhere to a clock.
Or a conscience.
Right on. Because when I'm doing the show with Kathy Lee and Hoda, it's like if you start a sentence and there's a clock ticking, they're going to go away whether you're in the middle of the sentence or not. Here, we can finish the sentence and then push a button.
Yeah, you have more control. We have no control.
We talk about like painful rectal itch. We can talk about farts.
We can say the word penis.
Penis.
What?
Yeah.
Let's say it, Hoda. Penis.
That felt good.
Oh my gosh, it's liberating. Penis. And Hoda, let's say the other one.
Oh yeah.
Say that one.
Ready?
Testicles.
This is such a fun show.
And I like tits too. That's fun.
But she said that. I think you said that on our show. I think she said.
Okay, let me clarify that. Let me clarify. She was talking about men's.
Yes, men's.
Yeah.
Men's.
We
What?
learned.
Men's-
We
what?
learned. T-I-T.
Oh,
We
teats.
learned
It
that
comes from teats.
as long as it's about a man's T-I-T, well, you can talk about it. But if it's about a woman's, you can't.
Can we talk about our own?
Yeah, you can. It's your own.
You just say breasts.
Yeah,
No,
or boobs.
No, you can call yours what you want.
No,
They are
no,
The
you
hers.
real
can't.
word
They
is
are
teats.
hers.
It
Teats.
comes from.
Yeah.
What is,
No,
so
don't
if you're
tell
talking
her.
about a dog, a bitch.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
You can say bitch, yeah, you can
And
say
it's
bitch.
got, and you're talking about its teats because
Teats.
it's nursing its babies. That's somehow dirty.
Absolutely, you're
No,
fine.
Teats is okay.
Teats isn't like
is
the
good.
other one.
Yeah.
Teats is very like barnyard. Well, let's move it off.
I've spent my career in the barnyard, honey.
Thank you to everyone
Bethany.
at the Today
Yeah,
Show.
Bethany.
Thank you to everyone
Yeah.
at NBC
Thank you.
and to Kathleen and Hoda.
What is this, the big rush?
No. Having you guys here today, this is a very special day before we have to head to Chicago. What a great way to start the day. To you.
Oh, you know what,
In the
sweetie?
eye.
We love you so much. We love you so much. We took the subway.
Yes, we did.
Tell me, we only have a couple of seconds here. Tell me what it was like to get Kathy Lee on a subway.
Hey, it wasn't my first time. It was my second.
Okay.
You know, can I tell you something? We got in Rockefeller Center, right? We swiped our cards in, thanks to Megan, who's here,
And Stephen Levine.
and Stephen Levine, who's here.
He, by the way, is adorable.
He's the
He is-
best.
He's
I love his
cute.
beard. His beard's nice.
Yeah, we're into the beard.
Yeah.
And I
Back
like
to the
his
train, back to the
smile.
train.
So back to the train focus.
Yes.
We sat down. The train went. You didn't touch
It was
anything.
like a miracle.
It moved, and everyone
Stephen was doing a pole dance. He was holding onto the pole, and so were you, Hoda, and I told you not to.
I know. She's worried about germs.
I'm
is a
just
germ
like you,
nest.
though. I
What?
will not touch the pole.
You don't
I don't
touch
care
the
if I
pole.
fall on somebody's lap. I'm not touching
Well,
the
you
pole.
don't want to get in their lap.
Were you recognized on the train?
Not one soul.
Nobody gave a rip. Nobody
During
cared.
rush
I'd like to think it's because we look so much younger, thinner, and more beautiful in person.
No one recognized you on the train. That's crap. That
Not
is
one soul.
We got off the train and two perverts did, but
Yeah, they
other
did.
than that, they had something to show us, didn't they, Hoda?
Oh, big surprise.
the charm of New York. Well, congratulations, you guys.
Congratulations to you,
Oh, thank
Elvis.
you.
We
We're
love you.
proud to
We
be
love
your
you.
friend. We
We love
really
you.
are. We love you so much. And way to go, listeners, for choosing properly this time.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, ladies.
Have a great
Love
speech.
you.
Bye, guys.
So much. Kathy Lee and Hoda. Fabulous.